I wanted to ask you how, speaking of time, how are you able, you're running 3 companies at the moment.
Yeah.
So how are you doing? You're on this mission now, doing these podcasts. You did one earlier, I think, with Tam.
Yeah, I did.
So
yeah. We're doing like 3 a day.
Yeah. So you're doing this, but at the same time, you've obviously got the businesses to take care of as well. How are you managing to do that?
Yeah. So each business has
actually so you've got one construction.
Yeah. Then real estate. In fact, on the way over here, I took a call. We sent a purchase agreement over. Just bought a big mobile home park. So another 60 units back home. I'm excited about it. And it looks like we're getting another one right after it, man. I'm super excited about the real estate. But each business.
What's the third one? Real estate, construction.
And then everything we do online, which feed the other two in such a beautiful way.
Yeah.
Because it brings talent. It brings investors. It brings people on the teams. It really complements one another.
Would you say it's essential for anyone, regardless of what field they're in, to have some sort of a social media presence?
Yes. And the reason I believe that is because if you look at a company, the company's core values should be a reflection of the individual values of the owner, right? Because if they're not, then you're going to be hiring people that don't align with you. You know how they say online, people need to know, like, and trust you? What's wrong with that in real business?
Yeah.
So I bring people into my businesses that already align with me, and it's easy to do this. It's like vetting women. Women will watch this podcast and message me, right? They're already vetted. They know my opinion on the subject. I don't even have to have the conversation with them anymore. Yeah. Well, the same thing for anybody that wants to work for me. They're like, okay, like, he's about truth. He's obviously Republican or conservative. He's about capitalism. He's also about loving people fully, regardless of their ethnicity or their skin color or their sexual preference. Like, you could be gay. I don't give a fuck. Dude, I got some good friends that are gay. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I take a gay employee all day. Just don't be a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Don't feel like you're special because of it. And like, please come work for me. I love you. In fact, just today I was messaging a banker friend of mine. He really helped me in my career in the beginning. His name's Grant. Grant, I love you, bro. This dude's gay. It's funny. He makes like jokes. He's like, you look handsome. I'm like, shut up, bro. I'm gonna punch you. Ha ha ha. It's and so back to what I was saying, it's like, if the employees know your core values and what you're really about, like, I'm really big on intention. That's our number one core value. Intent is everything. Like, give a fuck. It's huge. Because if we have systems and you care and you follow the playbook, then the business can run. And then I get daily reports every day. And then I have one person over each business. So they say that an individual can really only manage about 5 or 6 people at once. So I have a little under 200 people that work for me right now. I talk to 3 people to manage those 200. But I get a report every day. P&L, money spent today, AR, profit year to date on this day last year, the KPIs. I know where every foreman is on every job in every state, whether they're behind or before. And it's a report for this business. I know what our occupancy is on the properties. I know how many people are late on rent, all the property management stuff for the properties. With Thomas, who's here right now, I know how many war rooms or real worlds or how many wins people are having. I'm talking to the professors in the real world every day, finding out, hey, how much are these kids making? Anybody pay their parents' mortgage off yet? Like that kind of stuff, man, because there's a exercise that we do in each business. I would call it the island test. So if you're Mike Thurston and you're always on a fucking island doing photo shoots, right? And you're drinking your mojito with no alcohol in it or whatever you're drinking, and somebody brings you a piece of paper and it has between 5 and 15 things you can look at without having any contact from the outside world. What are those 5 to 15 things for you to know the business is good and you can stay another week? And so I get that report from all 3 businesses every day. And I know. And I'm looking down that list and I'm like, is there anything I don't like? Now, the difference is if there's something I don't like, I can make a phone call and find out what it is. How many crews are on the road right now? How many guys are working? Are they in front of the schedule? Are we good? What's the occupancy on the apartment buildings here, and here? What is this charge for $4,000 in Ohio? Why? Oh, the forklift broke down. Okay, cool. Click. Whatever it is. And so that is really what it takes for me to, be able to stay on the island. If you stay on this mission, do 3 podcasts a day in Dubai, do the London, do the Spain, and then I'm going straight to LA after this to do 3 or 4 more. That's what helps me there.
How many hours a day does that take up, would you say? Just reading reports,
not many.
messaging the 3?
Yeah, not much. Not much. Those, first of all, that business is 13 years old. I have all my key staff is substantially older than me, probably 6, 7 years older than me. My main staff could be my parents. They're like at that age.